In this lesson, you'll learn about the Magic Wand tool as well as the Lasso tool in Illustrator. So why would you want to use either of these? Well, the Magic Wand tool, it works a little bit differently in Illustrator compared to Photoshop. It's not about clicking an area of pixels and then selecting similar pixels around that area or other areas that are close to the hue and the values of those pixels that you've selected. It's more about selecting objects and then related objects on the same canvas. So for example, if you open up decorative.ai from the support files, and if I wanted to select all of these little designs up here, I could click it, hold shift, click, 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 and so on. But another way is to just select the Magic Wand tool and then click one of these. You notice it didn't select a lot of the other ones. We have to double click on the Magic Wand tool and add some attributes and settings. So similar fill color, we could select that. If I select that, that selects all these, and it has a tolerance, just like in Photoshop's Magic Wand tool. This one has a tolerance of 20. So if I do stroke color, and if I just click this one down here, then it only selects these little branches, like the stems, basically, of these designs. So we have 5 different criteria to select things in a file. If you want to select everything that has a certain fill color, stroke color, or the stroke weight, or thickness of that stroke, opacity level, and also blending mode. So we don't have to click individually and hold shift to select a bunch of different things in a file. The tolerance is just that. If you have it set to 0, it's only going to select things that are the exact same attribute as where you're clicking. If you set it way high, it will start to include other related colors that are close to that selected color. So if I set to 0 and just click this right here, it only selects those. That's the same exact color and stroke color. If I click this here, it's the same exact. So it's not a lot of different hues in this because we have the same exact color for all of these areas and the stroke color as well. So if I set that to 0, same thing. It's just a quicker way to select a lot of things that are similar in one or more of these 5 criteria. Now the other tool I want to go over is the Lasso tool. And this works a little bit differently in Illustrator compared to Photoshop as well. If we want to select an area of objects, if I use the selection tool, for example, and click and drag, I'm really limited to either a square or a rectangle shape, right? So I'm selecting all of this. What if I just wanted to select these? What you can do is select the Lasso tool and then just click and drag up along an angle. Whoa, went too far. And then now I've selected all of that right there. And it also selects this. So that's a quick way to select objects on an artboard, and you don't have to use a square or a rectangle. So these are basically selection tools. They just work a little bit differently in Illustrator compared to Photoshop. Thanks, and I will see you in the next lesson.